So Lynette, tell me, what would you do in the first 30, 60, 90 days on the job if I hired you?
Honestly, what I do is going to depend on what you guys need. So that's something that I'm just going to have to figure out once I start.
Yeah, that's not good enough for her to figure it out once she starts. So this is a question more commonly asked at a higher level for your managerial or supervisory jobs. And at that level, I really expect my interviewee to be very well prepared, which very obviously she was not. Let's try again. Lynette, what would you do in your first 30, 60, or 90 days on the job if you got hired?
Well, my first priority would be to meet with the management team, the people who are above me, and get a good idea of what their expectations are, what are their priorities, what are the things that they want to make sure that I accomplish, and their timelines and goals. After that, I'd want to have a similar meeting with the team that I'm managing. I want to know what their day-to-day experiences on the job are like, what their needs are, the pressing issues and the challenges that they're facing that I could help them with. After that, because this is an established job, I'm sure there are lots of policies and procedures that are already in place, so I'd really want to get familiar with those and take a deep dive into that so that I understand the precedent. Once I've done all of that, I would kind of compile and synthesize all of that information and come up with my list of goals, my list of priorities, the things that I need to take care of first, and I'd start setting some timelines for when I'm going to accomplish those things. As one example, you had mentioned earlier that you're really looking for a way to overhaul your benefits plan. Well, that is really similar to something that I did at my last position. So I feel very confident that I could talk to some vendors and put together a proposal for you within the first 90 days.
Wow, she's hired, isn't she? Very well prepared, obviously. Very well thought through. So this is for a managerial position. And did you see how she addressed both sides of the aisle? She addressed what she thought management needed, but she also addressed of what she thought what her team needed and how it would go together. And she actually gave me a concrete example. Now, this is not a first round interview, obviously. A question like this gets asked in a second or third round interview. So we had already established that our benefits policies needed overhauling. She remembered it. She spent some time thinking about it. That's the level of preparation you need for job interviews at this level. You need to be able to provide some concrete answers here of things that you can tackle and that you will be able to take over as soon as you start.